I consider that a real solid win for our group. I really liked our first period. I think we outshot them 18-4 in the first period. It's created a lot of scoring chances. But our focus the last 2 weeks has been in defensive play. We had 4 or 5 shutouts last year. We hadn't had one this year, and so it's to me it's not overly surprising because everything we've asked our guys to focus on, they've done a good job, and I thought we played pretty well defensively tonight. Didn't give them a lot of speed up and down the ice, and I thought we did a good job creating, getting pucks in the net at the same time. Just a real solid win. I thought Murray, even though he probably wasn't tested tested too much, I thought he was real good on the saves that he had to make. So we challenged him to elevate and get back to where he was earlier in the year, and I thought he was tonight. But just I think a real good sign for our group that we got a shutout under our belt and need to continue focusing on defense the rest of the way.
You mentioned you liked your first period. Do you think killing off that early power play in the first kind of jolted you guys?
Well, it helps, if they score there, it obviously swings the momentum. But I think I told you earlier this week, if we start games well, we seem to play well the full 60 minutes, and our guys, you could hear them before the game, they were saying it more than I was about getting a good start to the game, and I thought we did. I thought it was a real good 60 minutes. I thought, UConn in the second period for a stretch there, maybe the last 10 minutes or the middle 10 minutes, they put a little push and had some heavy shifts in the offensive zone. A couple breakdowns by us, but other than that, we're real happy with our play.
What do you feel like was the difference tonight that you guys were able to play that 60 minutes of defense and kind of complete the shutout?
Well, it's the margin between scoring and not scoring is usually one little play or one player's decision not to back check or take an extra second to decide to back check, and those little small details that most people don't see. Coaches stay up at night worrying about them. We really focused on those the last 2 weeks, and the third period at BC was similar, and I thought tonight same thing. Our forwards, it usually depends on how hard the forwards want to play to help play very strong defensively, and I thought right through our lineup tonight you could tell how focused they were on all those little defensive details.
Do you like the movement on the power play tonight?
Well, UConn really packs it in, and we knew that. And I liked our first power play, first period, because we had some set things we wanted to do if they were going to be stagnant, and they adjusted in the second period, and then we tried to adjust. But ultimately, you got to shoot the puck, and Mario's goal, you get a shot and you get a net presence, and that's power play basics 101. So our power play in the first period, I liked how we moved the puck around. I thought we had 2 power plays. The first one was really strong. We scored, but we had a lot of chances. The second power play, we decided we're going to do something different because we didn't like the fact that the first stuff worked. So we're going to just go away from it and didn't get a chance on the second one. And then they adjusted, and again, then we just found a way to shoot the puck.
Ferraro gets his first of the season. He was one of the players that you said kind of was yet to get going. Do you think that now going forward he's got the monkey off his back? Are you excited to see some more from him?
Yeah, we don't need him to score, and he'll be the first to say that. He plays so hard defensively, plays such big minutes for us. I'm happy for him. As a team, we just celebrated that goal with him. Everybody loves Mario. He's a leader on the team. He plays, he leads us in many ways, and he doesn't need to lead us offensively. But I'm very happy for him because he led our defense in scoring last year. Now he's surrounded by a bunch of guys who are pretty good offensive defensemen. So he knows what he is, and very selfless player. And I know for sure that he doesn't consider it a monkey on his back. He'll probably come in here and save, help the team win, and that's all that matters.
Do you feel like he's overlooked a little bit? Obviously, you have Kale as a healthy bigger front runner, but even Mark and Tank on what they're able to do offensively. Do you feel like Mario's kind of overlooked a little bit on your back end?
Yep. Not by the staff. He's huge. He's as important as Kale in the total scheme of our success because he plays so hard without the puck. He's a heavy kid, and his leadership is critical to our team. So most everybody's a little bit in the shadow of Cale, especially our defenseman. But he's a second-round NHL draft pick, and he deserves to be. He's a huge part of our team.
Update on Chow.
He has the flu, and day to day, so we'll see.
How much confidence do you think this type of performance gives Murray moving forward?
It can't hurt. I had a discussion with him this week about getting back to where he was, and really, there's things that me and him talk about all throughout the year, and when I see those things kind of dipping, I got to talk to him. And credit to him, when I told him things that I saw, he's like, "Yeah, you're right. Let's address it." And he addressed them, and he looked like a really strong goalie that we saw early in the year. That was, didn't lose the game in the first half of the season.
Tom has to get that first shot out, Matt.
It's finally a great feeling. It's nice to get that monkey off the back this year. All the guys in front made it a lot easier game, and it was a great team win. From the first period, we just came out and were dominant and kept that going throughout the game.
Mary, what do you feel like the difference was for you guys today in terms of being able to play that 60 minutes of defense to complete a shutout?
Yeah, it's just that that time of year. We're getting into the trend of playoff hockey, and that's what we've been harping on the last 2 weeks. It's important that we have that momentum, and we're going against desperate teams that are fighting for playoff positions and trying to get that better spot. And at the same time, we're chasing a goal of trying to be first place in Hockey East, and that's the mentality that we got coming out. And to start that game, the first 5 minutes, and to pop in the first goal is huge for us. And that momentum carried on, and with great goaltending from Matt as well, it helped us play solid defense, and we backed him up pretty well, and we're proud of him, and it's a good game for us to roll into Saturday against Providence.
Did you let out a deep breath when you got that first one?
Yeah, to back Murr's point up, I definitely had the monkey on my back all year, but it was nice to get it in. It was never something that was on my mind with how successful we've been, so just got to keep rolling, and we're going to find some big success as long as we keep working hard.
How do you feel like your offensive mindset has changed, having guys like Mark and Ty to kind of complement Cale, and you in terms of being more offensive defensemen?
Yeah, we definitely got a lot of talent in the back end. We got a lot of mobile defensemen, and Coach wants us to be up in the play. He wants us to be that late defenseman trailing, and to have those guys, the new freshmen coming in this year, to provide that set of skill in the back end, that offensive ability, it kind of makes me feel like I have a big job in the defensive zone as well. It's always been that way, but now to have them providing a lot of offense too, it kind of takes the weight off of, I guess, the other D-core and our forwards' shoulders. But those are great skill guys, and they definitely do a great job, and they've done a great job all year, especially on the power play. Mark obviously has a lot of goals this year, and it's because he gets in the net and he has a lot of skill and IQ. So they've been really big for us this year, and so we're going to need them in the playoffs to be strong.
Coach said he was happy with the first period tonight. Do you think killing off an early power play kind of contributed to that good start?
Yeah, special teams is obviously a big part of our game. It is in every sport, and when you get that opportunity to get on the power play, especially early in the game like that, you got to capitalize. We were 5 games straight without getting the first goal, and at the beginning of the season, we always had that first goal, and we had that momentum. So to have that power play was huge. It was a great pass by Cale, great finish by Leno, and to pop that in definitely gave us good momentum heading into the second and third period, which we kept it going.
Matt, Coach said that he spoke with you leading up to this week, gave you some pointers on things to work on. What did you focus on in today's game?
I think the main thing was just making sure I was dialed in and just working towards the puck, keeping all the bad things out, any distractions, just eliminating them and playing my game. Want to make an effort to be a lot more vocal with the guys and let them know what they're doing good things, and I think that helps them with their confidence. And it was overall great work from the team, and Coach challenged me, and I wanted to make sure I was able to respond.
Where would you say your confidence is at this point in the season?
I'd say it's up there to where it's been throughout most of the season. For the past few weeks, it's been a little bit of a different success story with the second half, a few losses here and there. But I think the main focus is to just treat every day as its own day and keep battling, whether it be practice or game.
How much of those conversations with Coach kind of help you refocus ahead of a game like this?
I think it helps a lot. It just sets a tone and it keeps everything down to earth. It just helps reset everything and make sure that I can dial in on one game and the task at hand.